this is the second draft of my manuscript. So what I did was I had my first manuscript, did 3 edits myself over the course of 3 days. Then I sent it to my lovely editor Gemma, who is also my best friend, and then she sent it back to me. I implemented her edits, and now I'm going to edit it 3 more times, send it back to her, implement her edits, and then do one final read-through before I submit it to yet another publisher. You may say, Emma, but you already submitted to a publisher. Yes, but that publisher just required a sampling, where this next publisher requires the full manuscript. So that's why there's different timelines, and I want to submit before the end of the month. It's currently the 24th of July, I think. There's a long weekend coming up. I just went home. Today's Sunday. I was home yesterday to celebrate my brother's birthday. But yeah, so we are going to do an editing session. I'm probably going to break this up into 4 different breaks, I suppose, because I have, my collection is in 3 sections, so I'll do one at a time with a break in between, and then I'll do my physical to digital edits in a separate, it will still be in this video, but it will be done after. Whoa. It's also probably really loud. It is 33 degrees here today. It may not be that yet, but it is going to get there around like noon, 1, 2 area, and it's currently 10:30. It's very, very hot. So I have my AC going and I have my fan going in another room. That's why you're also getting this weird angle. Normally I would do this at my kitchen, but the way my apartment is set up, the kitchen's kind of tilted away from any of the airflow. So that is what we are doing today. I also need to run to the mall that opens at 12 and pick up a few things. So that's fun. Right now I really want to focus on trying to get this collection submitted by the end of the month, which has been my goal all month. So I'm going to do my first edit in black pen, which I normally do. Then I normally do red, and then I'll do like a different bright color. I like to do red for my second one because if I write something in black and then miss it when I go to do my digitals, I will circle it again in red. It makes it really apparent. I also, what I do is on a poem I make an edit on, I will put a sticky note. So instead of having to go through each page of the collection again, I just have to go to the ones that are sticky noted. And then that also helps me keep tracks of how many poems I'm editing, not necessarily how many edits I'm doing. Because sometimes it's just I put the wrong tense of a word, or I've changed a few of the titles just a little bit. I've made them a little longer, or the only major difference, the only major alteration I did was I did move a poem to a different section, which is a pretty big deal. Had to really talk that one through with my partner. Bless them. But yeah, so we are going to start. I'm not going to show you, you're only going to get to see the back, but this is thick. Very, very thick. I have 3 binder clips. They're not the right size binder clips. I honestly should go buy more binder clips, but that's not doable until later this week. Eek. Oh my goodness, like 1.5 inch was not enough apparently. Oh, ow, that hurt. But we're gonna take off the binder clips, and then I'm going to time-lapse me editing the first section. And the first section's the smallest, so I may also start the second section, because the third section is 56 pages on its own, and it's only 133 pages altogether. So that is what we're doing. So we're gonna time-lapse her. Finished the first section and responded to a few texts that I missed while I was hard at work. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 edits. Mostly little things. 1 word change, a few, I don't want to say grammar things, because like poetry, you kind of make up your own grammar rules depending on like your style, and honestly it's like shifted from my first collection. But it honestly shifts between poems. which may seem a little confusing, but this collection is very transitional, and the grammar and the phrasing within it, I hope, I find, and people I've talked to who have read it, find that it reflects that. So, I don't know, but there's always this little fear. It's like, oh, what if people don't get that and they just think you're really bad at writing? Which, I mean, like, I guess fair, you know, to each their own. And there's been many times that this collection has been, like, real close to the recycling bin. Not because I think it's bad. I love this collection. I'm in love with this collection. But it's just writing in any form, but particularly poetry about your own existence and people in your life, is a little anxiety inducing to say the least. It's a little stressful. I also got up in the middle of it to grab my computer to do some spelling check. I'm really, really bad at spelling. It's a whole thing. I normally use my phone, but obviously I'm filming on my phone. And then I also had to put on some, it's not icy hot, it's actually different. It's like deep relief. It's cold instead of hot. And I found out recently, I was at Superstore the other day, yesterday, oh my goodness, Emma, and they have odorless, but I wonder if it's not as effective, because I'm assuming that is it methanol? No, that's not right. Methyl. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, the reason why it's smelly is actually the pain reliever component, right? So I'm wondering if it's not as good. Anyway, fun of being chronically ill. But I think I'm going to start the second section. It's a little thick itself. It is. It's the second one. So not most, that's a lie. The first section is mostly short form poems. The second section is also mainly, I guess not mainly, it's a fair mix, and even my longer form poems are still short throughout the entire collection. But in the last section, it's like a lot of like 2 and 3 pagers, so it's like really hard to get through. So I think I'm gonna try to do at least like 10 more from this section, and kind of get through that. I think there's 35 in this section. I don't know, I don't remember my last count. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. That much more left in this middle section. So that's the amount I did, basically. But I'm gonna take a break now. I gotta stop sitting like this because my shoulders really start to bug me. And we'll get back at it whenever I feel like it, I guess. The battery just hit 20%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill a glass of water, and then I'm going to edit until my battery is at 10%, and I'll plug my phone. So yeah. I just finished the second section. I only got a little distracted. my partner's on a road trip, so when he messages me, I like try to respond. That's how it goes sometimes. I need a nap. I need some food. I need a nap. But I'm gonna try to do. Goodness gracious. No, I'm gonna take a break. I was gonna say I was gonna do more. I'm not going to do more though. Not right now anyway. I think I'm gonna start again at 4. That's the goal. Unless I take a nap, then that's not the goal. It is indeed not 4 o'clock. It is 4:30. I really need to get this done. I have 57, 56, a lot of pages left. About 40 poems. Let's try it. Left, but I just got to the poem and I don't even think I cried when I wrote it or when I typed it, but every time that I've been editing and I have to reread this collection, I cry when I read this poem, which is good, but also like I know what it says, like I feel that way inside. Maybe that's why it makes me cry. Anyway, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 poems left. So let's go. Change mid time lapse. My foot fell asleep and it was hurting really bad. But I'm done with physical edits. It may not have been the most productive or the best edits. However, they're all very small. I don't think I have any spacing edits to do or whatever. I think I have like a few spelling things that have not been caught yet that I got, and then a few like punctuations that I felt like adding and changing, like how punctuation interacts with a particular poem or whatever. But my partner is talking to me, so I need to add this to my digital copy, which I will do before bed tonight at some point. But yeah. Hi, editing Emma here. Emma actually didn't film putting on the digital copies, and I have since finished all 3 of those additional edits, sent it back to Gemma, had it sent back to me, looked over it again, and sent it to a publisher. Like, I'm done. My collection, which is pretty cool. But that's it. That was me. That is, well, it's not going to be the last, but that is the last like full editing, just working solely on like the actual writing process of this collection. That is gonna be out there, which is really weird. I've done like 4 or 5 of these now. But anyway, a lot's changed. I'm looking a little rough. I was in the ER this morning. Everything's good, just chronic pain stuff, as always. Anyway, so if you liked this, we can talk about my new collection more during my birthday live stream that is happening from August 10th, which is the day before my birthday, from 10:30 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time to 12 a.m. on the 11th. Atlantic Standard Time, obviously. We don't switch time zones at midnight. Additionally, if you would like to read my first collection, which I will be doing partial readings of in that live stream, whoa, lighting, you can check it out at the link below. It is now available as an ebook, free if you have Kindle Unlimited, or $1.29 Canadian or 99 cents US, which is super awesome. And if you would just like to see more of me generally, you can check out my author Facebook page, which is also linked below. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Bye.